Or earlier in the day, it's going to be Alabama going on the road to Missouri. Talked a little bit about the Bro Pribula of it all. What about the Alabama of it all? Tom, as you're looking at that matchup, what do you think is going to be really important for the Crimson Tide?
Can they do what they did last week? Like, I know Vandy had missed opportunities in that game, but I still think overall Alabama's defense, as far as containing Diego Pavia in the quarterback run game, was the best I've seen them look while doing it since Kane Womack came to town. Might even be better than some of the years Saban was still in charge. Because I do like Mizzou is going to they run the ball a lot. It's just kind of who they are. Ahmad Hardy has rushed for at least 100 yards in every single game that Mizzou has played. And I'm just trying to figure out, maybe if you're Alabama, defensively, are you better off just trying to load the box to stop Hardy, and you're willing to give Pribula a little room to maneuver and run around if he has to, and then you're just like, you try to turn this into a game where Pribula either beats you with his legs or arm? Like, do you focus on just removing Hardy from the equation? Because if you do that, I'm not as confident in the Missouri offense's ability to really move the ball that effectively, because as Danny mentioned when he was selling all his Bo Pribula stock earlier in the show, like, if you look at his numbers against Louisiana and South Carolina, not bad, but they still looked far more ordinary than they had in the first couple of games and then last week against UMass. But Ryan Day talked about not taking anything from Indiana, Illinois seriously. Never take anything seriously that you see team do against UMass. That is 100% a fact. It does not count. So is Pribula going to be able to beat this team on his own? I'm not so sure that he can. So I do feel like that's probably what Alabama's approach is going to be defensively.
As I think it should. I think that'd be smart.
Go ahead, Danny.
I think it's Missouri's defense. I mean, Missouri is one of those teams. They're both top 4 in total defense, total offense. Like, they have this very balanced team. They've got to slow down Ty Simpson, who has been hitting the vertical pass game. He likes taking shots. Vanderbilt did get one last week. They're going to have to, either get one of those interceptions, force a turnover somehow, but they have to figure out a way to slow down Alabama's offense, which I watched the Kansas game, and Kansas was able to move the ball really effectively against Missouri's defense. And there was even a couple plays at the end where Jalen Daniels made a beautiful play on a 4th down, receiver drops it. They were still getting carved up. That, to me, is the matchup I think that could really heavily favor Alabama.
So did South Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
So the only 4 guys for Missouri who have played more than 150 snaps on defense are their 4 DBs. None of them have a PFF grade in the 70s.
Mm-hmm.
If Ty Simpson gets time, he will cook the Missouri Tigers.
But Missouri's defensive front is the strength of
they
the
have
defense.
Got to get home.
Yeah.
Yes. Like, those guys need to have a day. I mean, look, Missouri's pass rush is a lot better than Georgia's, and it's better than Florida State's. Florida State did not get home, but they at least pressured Simpson and made him feel a little bit uncomfortable. Georgia didn't get home on Simpson really at all. They've got to really get home on Ty Simpson. Like that, because in a clean pocket, Missouri's DBs cannot cover Alabama's guys. That's just not going to happen. Like, we've already seen Kansas's dudes and South Carolina's dudes, and South Carolina has one of the worst, receiving cores in the SEC. Like, those guys made catches on this group. Bama's guys will kill them if they do not get home. On the flip side, man, Bama had a good scoreboard result defensively against Vandy, and they did some good things. Most notably, they forced some timely fumbles in the red zone.
Mm-hmm.
But Vandy did move it on them.
Yeah.
And if you're Missouri, you're watching us thinking, shoot, we can move it on these guys too. There are some offensive line injuries here that I think really might matter for Missouri. Caden Green's been banged up. He's one of their more talented guys. I think they have another guy too who's worth watching. So be paying attention to that injury report, because there's a lot of teams out there. Starters are good, backups not so much when it comes to the offensive line. And I think Bama's defense is really not. It's good, but just not amazing so far. But maybe it'll be enough if Missouri's offensive line's dinged up.
Is there a team? How many teams do you think you do have offensive line depth to where you hit a couple injuries and then all of a sudden we're not?
A&M, Miami.
There's like 5 at most.
Yeah, I was going to say most FBS football teams. Things get a little bit hairy in terms of offensive line depth. I think that for Missouri, what what can we take away from the opponents that they've taken and apply it to analysis of this game? Some of the offensive success, I don't know if I can take a lot of that and think that we're going to have comparable, something I can copy and paste and expect against Alabama. The defensive front, I think, is like good. So that's the first place I'm looking. Does Alabama show up and at the beginning of the game, do they just try and run it with Jam Miller, right? And just see if they can get that going. Then all of a sudden, maybe that gets stopped, and then you start to force, the pivot, the counter punch. Then we get to see it. I think it's a really fun coaching matchup. X's and O's, a little past the chalk here with these two teams in a tricky spot. Alabama's schedule for sure.
I don't think I come out trying to establish the run in this game if I'm Alabama. I come out throwing. I want to put them in a hole, then force them to play catch up because I don't think they can. I mean, I know it's on the road, so maybe they'll take a different approach, but I also think it makes it even more kind of a necessity to be aggressive early.
And that's where I think you can trust Ty Simpson, where you trust him to take those shots if they're there. If not, he can check it down. He's pretty good. He knows the system very well. He's not going to kill you. I mean, mentioned earlier, he did have the pick, but I thought it was a pretty good decision. Just was a little bit off. He tried to squeeze one in there, but I do think he's you can trust him as far as, not turning the ball over egregiously.
I think they can absolutely beat Alabama.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say Missouri.
Yeah, like the chat's like acting like we're disrespecting Missouri. Guys, we're talking about how Missouri can absolutely hang with and beat Alabama if things go right. Yes, like that's not disrespect.
Come on, bud, thicken up that skin a little bit.
I'm a little more disrespectful. You can point the finger at me.
I'll also say, like, I saw the one comment about how we drool over Oregon putting up yards against nobody. Like, Oregon went undefeated and won the Big Ten last year. Mizzou had a very similar start last season and then went to Texas A&M and lost 41-10. This is the Texas A&M game. This is when we find out if they're real. We're not saying they're not. I think they're good. We find out this week if they're great.
Missouri could absolutely win, and it would be.
Yeah, they're only 3-point dogs.
Yeah. Are they more in that like 12 to 25 range of power ratings, or are they like legitimate, like a top 10 type team? Good. We'll find out.
Yeah.
If you spank Alabama, I think you're like a certified top 10 team.
The point spread's bigger than 3, though, isn't it?
No, it's 3.
3.5.
Oh my gosh.
Missouri got bet some more, man.
A large sock app going.
What's the number on that? It's 3 or 1. Yeah, I mean, like Pinnacle's at 3 minus 05 for Bama. I mean, some of these shops that'll take really big bets are actually like they're letting you have a Bama 3 pretty cheap.
And Danny is in conversations with those places right now. I
would keep waiting. Maybe it gets Bama 2.5.
It's 2.5 some places. Heavy juice on the Bama side.
Just like how many stops can you rely on Bama's defense to get?
We'll find out.
Yeah.
Like I said, I think Missouri's good. We'll find out if it's great.